Hey, you saw in this video high premium versus weight right now or now. I'm going to be going over the two comparisons. Which one are you stacking? Are you more of a weight stacker or are you a high premium stacker? And I'll just give my pros and cons and a few, thoughts that I have on both and just what I'm doing moving forward. So before we get into this, I would love to say, if you haven't done so already, please do go ahead and subscribe. And also let me know in the comments what you're stacking. Are you a pure weight stacker? Do you only see the benefits of that? Or are you a high premium stacker, i.e. more collector coins? Or do you stack both? Let me know your game plan and which one you favor or dislike more down in the comments. So I'm going to jump straight on this one and say weight. Now, when I'm going to be referring to weight, as you should know if you've watched many of my older videos, is that for me, weight or the buck stops at governmented. So this is going to be a prime perfect example for me for weight. Your standard average, I'm in the UK, 1 ounce Britannia silver gold coin. It's going to be silver I'm mainly referring to here, but I'll mention if it's not. This is my version of weight. I've mentioned in the past, for me, when it comes to weight, it's going to be most recognizable, most liquid, and I always want governmented because I feel it has more benefits over generic or even bars or anything of the likes of. I always get questions regarding bars. Bars don't do well in Europe, as I've mentioned also in many other videos. In Europe, they're not the best. You're also paying a larger premium if purchasing in the UK. I do not purchase in the UK. I've done the bulk, nearly 95% of my metal purchases silver in foreign countries. So that's being Estonia and Germany, bulk of the countries, and Netherlands. So a lot of my silver has been purchased from there. So I don't pay the extra VAT included in the UK on top of the premium, which is it's too much. If you're buying the one coin, then maybe it's justifiable. But if you're buying bulk, you can get stung. You're damn near shorting yourself off 100 plus ounces, depending on how much you're picking up. So this is my interpretation of weight when I'm referring to weight. I'm a governmented stacker, and I think this is the best for me and my stack. But please let me know what works best for you. So when I'm talking weight, what are the benefits that I can see to weight, and even just going off experience from my own stacking stages. So the pluses, well, let's look at the negatives, and I'll go by what many have mentioned in my comments in past videos. So one of the first major negatives, which is depending on how you look at it, if you're picking up bars or generics, if you're in the US and all types of places, is that if you pick at the wrong time, you're technically putting yourself stuck in the mud. So you could be looking at a load of people that picked up around 2011, 2008. And, they picked up at a very, very high spot price. They went with the model of, just picking up generics or just, weight at the time. And they're still stuck in the mud. They're still waiting for prices to level up or get to a certain point, even from the peak. So silver's $50, £39 at the time peak. And they're still waiting to get to those levels just to break even. That's always going to be a negative, when you're talking weight, regardless of your government or pure hardcore bullion. But to counter that, I would say currently, right now, and even since I've been purchasing, I don't think that's going to be an issue for where spot price currently is. I think in pound sterling as of today, we're around £14.20. So give or take, I'd say $17-ish, just off the release of this video. For us or anybody purchasing now, watching this video at time of release, we would need to enter single digit spot price and stay there for the next 7+ years, I would say. And that's equally what's happened when everybody purchased when they did purchase and are now kicking themselves for doing that. So we were setting a single digit proper spot price, I'd say end of the year, end of 2019, and it stayed there. It's give or take $8, £5. Then you could be semi-kicking yourself. But I personally can't see that happening. Of course, it's 100% possible. There are many out there that believe silver's going to be hitting the floor anytime soon, but I can't see that happening. If you're purchasing now, I'd say you're pretty much safe, especially if you're dollar-pound cost averaging, or if you're just buying in bulk. I think we've seen some flaws. Once again, it 100% is possible, but I'd bet an ounce on it that, you're pretty much safe. So that would be one of the downsides, buying at a peak spot price, and then you end up kicking yourself. The next one would be buying pure weight, would be recognizability and liquidity. when you're talking pure weight, I've had certain comments. You know, some people have mentioned they couldn't care less. They want to get the absolute most bang for their buck. Their rule of thumb is paying $1 over spots. You know, in the US, or even at spot, or even below spots. The magic number, I believe, Ebates and the likes of helps that. If you're in Europe, you want to be paying anywhere from, I don't know, 2% above spot, even up to 5% above spot when we're talking silver. Very hard to do, but you know there's ways around it if you're a shrewd purchaser. But this is when you're talking weight here. That's how a lot of other people see weight. So you're looking at something like that. The downside to that also would be when you're liquidating. You know, some dealers, well, all dealers know how much you paid for it. So, you know, when obviously of giving you a price back, they're going to gauge it against something like an American Silver Eagle, or depending on what the dealer's got coming in or out at the moment. But you'll get anywhere below what they've asked for or bang on what you asked for. Big note here, as many would mention, because a lot of people need to or mention what their dealer pays. All dealers are different. This is why if you're going to be selling all of your metals, if you intend to liquidate it within your lifetime to that one specific dealer, then you're not going to have no problems unless they go bankrupt. But it's always best to find out, you know, at least minimum five options, 5 dealers within arm's reach. So that's either a phone call away or, you know, an online email away, and find out what they would give you at the time, and throw them different scenarios. You know, if spots should smash through the roof, if spots should tank, or throw them different numbers and find out what they give. Also find out if they're flooded with that much, so if they get a sudden influx of eagles or just silver in general, are they going to be still paying the same price, and the likes of, because a lot of the times when it comes to generic or something like that, a dealer may offer you a certain price or a dealer may not take. But once again, all dealers are different. So that would be another negative to weight, and that's going to be problems liquidating, getting a lot less than what you paid, because dealers obviously know you paid a lot less for it in the first place if you're just a pure weight stacker, and buying at a massive spot price. As I've mentioned on the massive spot price, I don't see that being an issue. If spot was to go up or down another dollars, up $2, down $2 from here, down even up or down 5, or either way, I don't think that's a massive problem, you know. And liquidating, as long as you know what you're getting into when you get in, and you intend to liquidate at a massive peak price, then also that shouldn't be an issue, once again, because you're not holding for the short term, you're holding for the long term. So that's going to be the negatives. Both, I believe, it ain't an issue at this current point in time. So when you're looking at the positives, when you're looking at weight, it's sticking to the script. You know, you leave the script, or you deviate when you get onto more higher premium pieces. And remember, this is a versus, so weight versus high premium. You know, it's when you stick to the script, you get rewarded at the end when you see a massive jump in spot price. You could be looking at it like, I don't care if you got it today for, I don't know, $17, £14, or just say £15 an ounce, and then spot price jumps $20, or let's say the magic 25 number that many are looking for, or give or take £18. You know, a dealer, depending on how scrupulous they are, or unscrupulous, or cutthroat, they may offer you 2% below, 5% below. So you always know, as long as you have that magic number, what you believe silver's going to get to, it will be able to compensate for itself and catch back up. So that is a massive plus side there. And also, you're not paying over the odds for silver. So should the worst case happen, you're going to be selling it for close to what you paid for it, or a little under. So high weight works out a lot better in silver, because you're not paying too much of a premium and too much tax-wise when it comes to the case. So you can technically get close to spot depending on what type of generic you're looking at. So that's going to be a plus side to weight. Now, when you're looking at high premium, something like this that I'm holding here, a lot of the high premium that I have that I've gone on to do fantastically well at the time were purchased as the best of both worlds. If you've heard me talk about best of both worlds coins in the past, it'll be something like this, you know, a coin that could have been picked up at the time for damn near the same price as your average Britannia coin. Give it £1 or £2 more, and then, you know, you're technically rolling the dice thinking that if it does eventually become a winning successful coin, but the gains in the coin will outweigh anything where it's sitting around and I'm up. So I can now technically double sell my money, or sell this coin, double my money as I catch up with myself. So a lot of my purchases were done with that. Even when we're looking at a lot of the Queen's Bees coins at the time they was picked up, I had no idea there was going to be as massive a hit as they was, but I still had the added bonus being a UK resident that it was capital gain tax free, and they were raw mint coins, so it was close to home. I knew most dealers in the UK would gladly accept them, and this is why I locked in on these. So I've got the lions, the griffins, and the dragons, and the silver. Now, once again, the plus side there is you're paying that extra premium over something like weight, but should it be a massive hit, then you're talking a jackpot. You can easily double your money, which you could then either go back in and buy weight or buy double the weight, as I've shown in the past when I've done the Swan trade and just a few other trades that I've done where I was able to turn high premium into low premium technically. So that's always a plus. I've heard a lot of people that were involved in weight ultimately go on to say that if they would have been, they would have had your standard, I don't know, Kookaburra coin or something at the time when they purchased, be it 2014 or 2011, their stack would be worth a lot more, even when they was paying the high premiums at a high spot price, because the collectability would have covered them through. So it would have got them through the hard times. But that's the only benefit I'm currently seeing, even when I'm referring to myself purchasing within this year, when we're talking the high premium stuff. It's become a lot more risky. We're talking cons on the high premium here. I'd say easily 3-4 years ago, any high premium coin, when we had the Luna coins out, Bitcoin, a lot of coins were doing fantastic. You had a lot more buyers and it was just happy days. It's become a lot harder to find a winning collector coin, a lot harder. Not that it was easy before, but you could pick up certain coins and the hype train would be straight behind them. So when we're talking high premium now, I have a lot of coins that I've done bad, and then I have equally as many coins that I've done good, but I have them in bulk. So the plus side to that is that, you're really rolling the dice and the odds are stacking more and more against you now on coming up with that winning coin. So for this year, my whole game plan has changed, where I've picked up a lot more weight, i.e. these Britannias. I haven't picked up as much collector coins this year, or close to none. All the coins I did eventually pick up were the Royal Mint 50p ones, or any new releases from the Royal Mint in the beginning of the year, which I did flip fantastically for UK wise. So it was a very strategic move that worked out better for me, which enabled me to pick up more of these and even more of gold that I was able to get. People have asked me how I ended up with so many lions, gold lions, and at the time it was no different. I think at the time we had the Orient or Border Britannias that have come out, even the new Royal Coat of Arms and gold coins that the Royal Mint have out. I was able to pick the gold lions up in bulk because I was cashing out crypto gains at the time. So both areas were doing fantastic, but it's just that the lions were at arm's reach at the time. They was the closest coin that I thought, best of both worlds. I had no idea that it was going to go on to command such a crazy premium. So it was just a gold coin I was bulking up on at the time. So pot luck plays a massive role also, and it's just been that I was there at the time. When we're talking high premium coins these days, when you're looking at certain coins, I think the best way to look at it now, because a lot of coins at one point were peaking and then dropping, but then you have certain coins that will peak and drop a little. I think that's now a fantastic collector coin. Nothing's holding its crazy high premiums and staying there. So when you look at something like this, but a good old prime example would be something even like the 2008 Kookaburra coin. A coin that a dealer is willing to still pay you a premium for and still commands a premium on the secondary market is fantastic. These are the kind of collector coins you want to be looking for. Not necessarily a 2008 Kookaburra coin, but a collector coin of an old state that still commands a premium. You're better off hunting for those than waiting for the new Dragon Zebra coin to come out and hope that it's going to be a massive hit and think, why isn't it a hit? If you're talking about the new 15,000 ships, for instance, on all the numbers are adding up. On paper, it's a hit, but why isn't it a hit on the secondary market? And this is exactly what I'm saying. Even though they've changed the model number, it's become more. The odds are stacking more and more against you. So once upon a time, and this is why the title of the video is right now, high premium was a no-brainer, but right now I would say currently weight is the best, safest approach right now. It's what I've done. It's what I've always advocated for the end goal. I've always said high premium can help you get more weight. So for me, if I was going to say high premium versus weight right now, I would definitely give it to weight. I would say you're better off putting your money behind weight. Silver Maples, Silver American Silver Eagles, Silver Britannias, instead of paying that little premium for more and more new collector coins that are coming out, because a lot of the new collector coins are fad coins straight off the bat. They're gimmicks straight off the bat. Even ones that should be performing well are not, and that's the case for a reason. And these are always interesting things to look out of. And just through all the trading and the selling that I've ultimately done over the time, I would come to the conclusion that the hassle-free stress, dealers having different excuses for every day of the week. If this is a new fantastic collector coin and you think it should be good, but you're having problems selling it, it's too much stress. When you've got something like this and spot jumps, so the dealer's not going to be cutthroat and tell you, we're getting an influx of orders, this is why we're offering no not spot or whatever it is. Just get these, wait for spot to hit a certain number, inquire when the next spot peaks at what a dealer would offer you for what you've got, and then work you out from there. And this is always going to be stress and hassle free, most liquid in my opinion. But I would love to hear what you stack and why. For me, as you've seen the stack, I stack both, but this year easily I've bulked by more weight than high premium. Moving forward, it's going to be interesting to see if I ever do go back to aggressively picking up high premium, as I'm seeing less and less opportunities there, whereas the ones I'm already involved in, if they're doing well, seem to just keep on going from strength to strength. So I think the times where a new series and hey, everybody jumps behind it with the pom-poms in hand are gone. So high premium has become more and more risky. So take the risk at your own peril. But please let me know if you've got any high premium coins that are performing well for yourself right now, and what your current game plan is right now. Are you collecting high premium, or you collecting weight, or are you doing a bit of both? Please let me know in the comments. So I'm gonna wrap this one up, guys. So let me know your thoughts and opinions on the comments. Once again, please do go ahead and subscribe if you haven't done so already, and I'll catch you guys on the rebound.